State Fair. We have some sort of horse police crowd control going on at the moment. I'm going to see what they're clearing out really quick. Let's start walking around the fair for a bit. Beautiful sunny day here in St. Falcon Heights, Minnesota. Bit of a scorcher. Wonderful day to be at the fair. Love your videos. Hey, thank you. Glad that you have found them and are enjoying to make them. This morning I was walking around for about 3 hours, close to 3 hours, and recorded a non-narrated walking video of the fair. And hopefully I'll have that up tonight or tomorrow. I want to go through and make chapters and everything on it. Hopefully it's the best one I've made yet at the fair. I try to do one of those really long ones every year. I spent some time this morning making that one. I hope it came out great. Crowds were definitely a lot lighter than. Picked up a lot. It's hot. Next week is looking super pleasant out here. I think I saw some highs in the high 60s, which is going to be really appreciated for the fair. There is a lot of judging going on. All kinds of food eating going on out here. Live music. Well, that's not live. There is live music. I believe that says whosoever, says perfect day for the fair. I'm looking through some sunglasses that are a little cloudy, so if I can't read right, I apologize. Yeah, really nice day for the fair. I love these first days of the year. Always a lot of great energy around the fair, a lot of excitement. You get all the people out who are so eager to come check everything out and see what's going on, try the new foods, try the new drinks, and just get outside and enjoy the fair. I noticed a new theme in the Midway earlier. I'm not going to go over there because I'm already going to have to deal with editing out all the copyrighted music on the that video I recorded earlier over there. There were a bunch of like the giveaways, the blow up giveaways where there's a bunch of like blow up burritos seems to be the popular idea. Special of the day, new food, hot honey jalapeno popper donut. Topped with homemade whipped cream, cheese, crumbled bacon, grilled pickled jalapenos, and drizzled with hot honey.
What can I get for you? Can I get the banana cream pie?
New location for the cheese curd taco booth. Definitely an artery clogger, but one of the favorites at the fair. Really tasty. Like deep fried tortillas with fried cheese curds in them. Really good idea. Gopher football players walking around earlier, and one of them had one of those. I always wonder how much people spent to get one of those. Maybe they got it first throw. Brandon says, yes, I love your State Fair videos. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Glad you enjoy them. They are traditionally the most popular videos I make. And I do love the State Fair. What do we have going on at the Star Tribune over here?
From here in Love, Southwest Minnesota. Raise it up for JP.
Everything from Mankato to Worthington up to Wilmington.
Love those
JP,
cities.
awesome. What have you been working on lately that you want to share?
I just got back from the bounty water for the first time. That was really cool. I think I got
Some sort of variety show going on with the Star Tribune people. Don't know if they're reporters or what. Ramsey Sheriff is live across the Midway. Yeah, live on patrol. I know they do their live streams. It's very popular one there. Thought about not picking it up. I don't know if you could see that on video. This guy, he drops the lid to his water bottle, and he starts walking away, and then he looks up and sees me. Probably sees the camera, and then looks down and turns around and grabs it. I thought about picking it up for him, but he got first.
It was nasty, or? Anybody have a favorite State Fair food item, State Fair thing to see, place to go? I got a little time. I don't really have much of an agenda for this stream, so if there's something you want to see, let me know. Maybe I'll have time to go check it out. Looks like we have a musician there in the Care 11 building. New food item I had was this like tandoori chicken quesadilla from Holy Land, and I thought it was phenomenal. One of the better State Fair food items I've had. It's like this cheesy chicken with a good spice to it in like this flaky crust quesadilla. Fantastic. The sauce that you dip it in, maybe minus a few points for that, but overall, really, really good. Would not be surprised if that's a standout fair food item from the influencer types this year. We'll see. I like to come on the first day to try a few things and then see the response from crowds and people with voices and see what they showed up liking and enjoying, and see the kind of different opinions that we hold. And I like coming into it a little bit fresh. I went to go see the State Fair crop art earlier today. One of the marquee items of the Minnesota State Fair, I think, the more unique things. The line was out to like the middle of the agriculture building there within a few minutes of them opening. So prepare for long art lines with the crop art this year. Amelia says, how old is the fair? I'm not sure. I think over 100 years old. I don't know the exact year that it started. I did do a Minnesota State Fair history walking tour a few years ago. Maybe this year, if I can get out there enough days, I will come out and try that. Try to see what they have set up this year. Maya says the poutine stand is coming up, one of my favorites. Yeah, I think I had the poutine maybe last year, or was it 2 years ago? Solid poutine.
Are you a coffee ice cream person?
DDS Curtis, hey, yay the fair, how you doing? So you have one of the more unique Minnesotan things in existence, which is Princess K of the Milky Way up ahead. These butter busts. So I did look into it, and there's a few other state fairs that do butter sculptures. It looks like the sculptors either done for the day or on break.
Look at the
Yeah, they carve out these 90-pound butter busts of these. I don't know how they qualify to become Princess K of the Milky Way. But there's a handful of them and one winner. The flavor of the fair, the Dairy Goodness Building, which I think is the best place in the fair to get like a milkshake or anything like that. Milkshakes and malts are the best here, in my opinion. Flavor of the fair is the cookie butter cheesecake. Might have to check that one out. That is calling my name. Sounds really good. Typically I do get the caramel malt, just the plain malt with caramel and vanilla. Really, really good. Not great. DDS Curtis says, is it hot out there? Yes. It is a scorcher. Oh, there's old Princess. Visiting royalty. Not the hottest day at the fair, but I think next year's supposed to be pretty nice. High 60s, low 70s, everything should be great. Poutine stand we were talking about earlier is down this way. Hey, DDS Curtis says thinking of going Tuesday. I might be here Tuesday as well. We'll see. Excuse me.
crowd, but I'm not sure about this year. It feels pretty crowded today. I would not be surprised to see that an opening day record was broken today. I've come the first day the last 2 or 3 years since I started doing it in person again. It feels quite a bit more crowded than it has the last year. Brandon says, be there Tuesday. Any favorite items to eat? Booths to see, stuff to check out. I saw a recommendation. So a lot of people lately, the kind of hip thing to do is to be above the Sweet Martha's cookies. And I get it, you know, they're good cookies. They're so highly rated that it's hard for them not to be overrated. Someone recommended the fresh brownie instead of the cookies.
I need alcohol.
And I looked at it and it's like, you get one brownie for $4, $5, $8 if you do the turtle style with whipped cream and everything. It sounds fantastic, but is that a better deal than getting all the cookies? I might have to try it here today. I'm not too stuck in my ways. Wow. We got 3 bear winners. I need to know what booth they're playing at so we can keep fleecing that vendor. Mill, one of the oldest rides here at the fair. One of the first Tunnel of Love type rides. Absolutely a classic. DDS Curtis is not a better deal. Yeah, definitely not a better deal, but if it ends up being a better item that you enjoy more, is it worth it?
Just showed up on my phone.
There is the monetary cost and then the gizmos for the win, says a new doctor. I think I got a gizmo a few years ago. I remember Andrew Zim recommending those a while back. I think I got one. And yeah.
They should be fine.
The food building, you got your cheese curds in there. Axios was hyping up the fried flour taco here. Your #1 home seller in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Nate Pence, hyping up the fresh fruit and the grilled peaches at the produce exchange over there. That is not a advertisement. That is just a home. I saw talking about that the other day. Triggers the YouTube algorithm to call it an ad. Or paid promotion or whatever. Frozen blueberry lemonade. It's a hugely popular spot. Some friends of mine would like to hang out at. Come here most of the day. I like to come to the fair and walk around and see everything. And I came with some friends one year and they're like, yo, let's just hang out here at the Ballpark Cafe and drink beers all day. As you can tell, I like to move, but you've got a change this year from past state fairs. You used to have the Minnesota Vikings booth right here. Now you have the Minnesota Lottery booth here next to all the other sports teams and the Pronto Pup stand. The Vikings are up ahead past the Midway now. So if you're looking to, they are giving away who knows how many tickets, but they do have an entry to get free Vikings tickets in exchange for your data. Scan a QR code, give them your email, give them your address, enter the mailing list. sign it away. But yeah, they're up at kind of by down up there, past the Midway. Amelia says, have you been to other state fairs? I've been to the California State Fair in Sacramento, California at Cal Expo. Used to go there every couple of years. Probably went a handful of times. Always a fun time, but nothing like this. It was significantly smaller scale. The creativity around the food was significantly lower. It's really, from what I know, you know, you have the Iowa State Fair, which is supposedly phenomenal as well. Wisconsin, Texas, those three are your top tier fairs, but nothing is quite of the magnitude of the Minnesota State Fair.
Didn't that work with
Kids over here in the deep fried olive shirt. One of those items I had never thought of since I've been coming here, walked by every time. The deep fried olives, what? And came here with a friend a few years ago and they said that was their favorite item. AFL-CIO. There's
Okay, we're gonna do this.
inflation hitting the fan. 2021 or so, the most expensive ones were 6. Now the least expensive ones are 6. Do not look at the Midway prices earlier. That was just a mix. Says the connection is unstable. This one, spin the apple 6 to 7. Yeah, it looks like most rides are for the kids. Hard to stretch those dollars out now. 10 to 12, depending on the time of day. Now that's a ride.
Okay, Dave, on. Start thinking. Saw the horse. Underwood one.
There should be ATMs.
Have band camp on the.
We're gonna head over and see the. All right. It says the quality has improved again, so apologize if you were cutting out there, or I was cutting out there for you. You were not cutting out. I was. Here on the right, you have the Kiwanis malts. Heard those hyped up by a few people. Tried them out last year. I would get the malts over in the dairy building over those. You do you though. My preferred malt is in the dairy building. And my favorite thing at the fair is probably ice cream. So, I mean, I love ice cream and custard, frozen custard and all that stuff. Some of you may know me from, I've done sports photography in the past. And did photos over at Allianz Field. Oh, this is a super short line for the donuts. The donuts were way back here earlier, but I used to do photography, well, still do photography at Minnesota United games. And there's a Culver's across the street. And one season I got the flavor of the day custard every single day that they had a home game. Tried to like relate them to the outcomes of the game. Fun little excuse to get custard at lunch. Here is the Peachy's Donuts. Denise says, going on the 29th from Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, hey, hope you
hope you have a great time here. Welcome to Minnesota. If it's your first time here, I hope you love your time in the state. If you have questions about places to check out, you can always send me a message and I will give you some recommendations. Here in Minneapolis, my favorite walk in the state is the Heritage Trail. We'll loop across the Stone Arch Bridge. These donuts, Peachy's Baking Company. Some of the best donuts you'll ever have. But if you've got a place locally where you're from, if you know how to get fresh donuts, fresh out of the oven, fresh dipped in that glaze, you'll probably be fine with those. The thing about donuts is when you get them when they're fresh out of the oven, still hot, still warm, dripping, oozing with that sweet glaze, they're gonna be fantastic. It's kind of hard to get donuts that fresh because you go to a store and they're typically made the night before or early that morning. And I think that's one of the things that sets Peachy's apart right there. So yeah, fresh donuts. Sort of, I mean, I think that's part of why mini donuts are so good here too. Let's go see if we can see that seal. All New Doctor says, my brother-in-law has a piece in the Seed Art this year based on the Bluey cartoon. Yeah, so I went by the Seed Art earlier today and the line was, I was recording when I went in there, so I did not want to record a video standing in line for 30 minutes. So I ended up just walking. I imagine the line will be pretty long right now still, but let's see if we can find this Bluey Seed Art. Maybe the lords of the fair will bless us with a short line over there. I am getting a notification here on my phone that the phone's battery is at 20%. I would love to continue streaming for hours and hours today, but I used up my external battery earlier recording that 3-hour video this morning and then getting us back charged back up now, both the gimbal and the phone. So I'll record till I can't, but if I do cut out, I hope you enjoy the video, and if you like walking in Minnesota and biking in Minnesota, riding buses and transit, subscribe to the channel and I'll show you that sort of thing. Do a lot of videos without narration whenever I upload a video just straight to YouTube, and then do live videos where I'll chat with you. GDS Curtis says, have fun. Yeah, I will. I'll be here till I'm not, and then I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know about Saturday. I want to come here at night and do a stream at night one of these days. I am busy tonight. I love doing the first night stream. Last year I did it, and I think one of the better attended streams I've ever done. Which, like, I mean, I like to say I make these videos just to make them, but we all live in this world where getting some sort of approval is cool, and hearing people say what you're doing is cool, and seeing people tune in is awesome. So, I mean, it is cool to see more people tuned in, and it is cool to have to get the most people on the stream I've done before. So, would love to try to do that again tonight, to try to get more people on, but other duty calls, and I'll be tending to that. Hopefully I'll get out here another night during the fair and we can have a good time. Hey. Yeah, so I charged my phone up to 50%, and I like sat down and just hung out, got my phone battery up to 50% in one of these booths a while ago, which it can be hard to find an outlet around here. And down to 15% in 35 minutes. A little disappointing. mementos over here. That is a Tim Moth Walking Minnesota recommended item. One of my favorite items at the fair. If you get the Blue Ribbon Bargain Book, they do give you a discount on that one.
Hey, Denise says, I'm going to visit your city because of your wonderful videos. Now that is cool to hear. Like, I love having that kind of feedback, knowing that I had some sort of, for lack of a better word, influence, even though that word has been diluted into this whole other thing now. And you checking out this wonderful place that I get to live in. Amanda says, absolutely love going to the fair, but I couldn't go this year because I don't have money for it right now. Oh, well, I am sorry to hear that, you know. Hopefully next year, life finds a way of getting you out to the fair. Or some way, some friend or someone steps up for you in the next week or so and finds a way to get you out here. But if you can't make it, I'm doing my best to show you what I can while I'm here. It's hard, you know, there's a lot of world out there. Impossible to see all of it. And wherever you are, I want to give you the opportunity to see what I can. Billy Boy says, hey, I work at that stand you just walked by. Nice. I hope this is a very lucrative fair for you, and that you and the owners of the stand, or if you are the owner of the stand, or however that works, lots of money is made, and that you can see success continue into the future, and that you have a long-standing tenure here at the Minnesota State. Sky ride. Last year we got to ride on the sky ride on the stream. Julian says so many Karens. I don't know what that means. The honey stand, honey ice cream over here. These shirts are gorgeous. All the shirts, I walked around the fair, looked to the grandstand. I love what Northern Gardener here has done with their shirts. These are so cool. Escape to Nature, Minnesota State Fair Horticultural Society. Awesome shirts, great work. I don't know who designed those, but fantastic work. Not so much my vibe, but hey, if you enjoy them, love that for you. DDS says Skyride stream next time. Yeah, if I can come out another day, let's do one. One of the nice things about coming at night is it clears out. So the crop art over here, so unique, so cool, so special to the Minnesota State Fair. But do not forget to look at the scarecrow art, which I think is super underrated. There's always some cool and unique stuff over here. But yeah, long line still to get into the crop art. You're gonna have to wait. This is my first time watching. I've never seen these videos before. We're glad you found them. I hope you enjoy them. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. If you don't ever want to see it at the end, you can block me, and I will wish you the best, and hopefully we don't come across each other. Minecraft one. Chicken jockey. That one's moving. Amanda says went to the fair in 2014 with some friends. That was the last time I've been. Oh, it's been way too long. See you later. I did not see the Bluey themed crop art. Hopefully we can, I can make it back and do another video for that. But the battery on my phone has cut down to below 10%. Amanda says, love this video. Really makes me feel that happy because I love seeing the Minnesota State Fair. Well, it is a joy on my end to be able to share the fair with you in any way that I can. But unfortunately, I must head home. Do have things to tend to today. And I appreciate you all for watching the video along. I hope if you have the ability to visit the Minnesota State Fair this year, you can make your way out here. If you can't, I hope that this video and other things you see on the internet can scratch that itch a bit for you. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day. And until we can chat again, be well. Hopefully I'll see you at the fair here again in the next few days. Take care.